Da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da.
Oh. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart I'm here to hold on to. Everywhere you look,
Everywhere
there's
you
a
look.
face of
Somebody who needs you.
when you're
Lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Yeah.
Everywhere
You look.
Dun dun. Hello everybody, this is Ryan.
This is Craig.
And this is a Fuller House experience. This is episode 8 of our show and the show we love so much, Fuller House. Let's just dive right in because I don't remember this episode at all.
It's going to be hard to get started because I don't remember the first scene.
So this episode is called Secrets, Lies, and Firetrucks, which is, I believe, an allusion to Sex, Lies, and Videotape, which the kids love.
Okay.
They love that movie with James Spader. Everyone goes nuts for the Spade Man. Kids love him. So it starts off, Kimmy and Fernando wake up on a couch together.
Oh, yeah.
They had like popcorn. I think they were saying they were
watching a movie and fell asleep
on Netflix. I think they might have named dropped Netflix.
Oh, I don't think they did, but that would have been clever.
That would have been good.
Synergy.
That would have been good, but they didn't. So Fernando at this point wants to get back together, and Kimmy doesn't really.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see how that unfolds.
Because you can see where it's falling apart already. Because Fernando is just trying to be a good dad, and so Kimmy thinks he's changed completely.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
He hasn't really changed that much. He just wants to be a good dad now.
Yeah.
Like, as a couple, they're not going to be that different.
No.
Anyway, that's how I see it. That's my prediction for the next few episodes.
Is that they're not what?
Well, that he's going to be a good dad, because that's what he wants to be.
But not a good husband.
He's not going to change as a couple.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's my prediction. That's my prediction. But let's get right into it.
So Cosmo, the dog, is ripping out the couch.
Oh, yeah.
I actually heard an audience member with the concern, "Oh!"
Like, you thought the dog was going haywire?
Yeah. Like, oh, is that part of the show? Jackson teaches Max how to lie.
Yes.
Because again, the kid is total narc. So.
It's actually valuable considering how much he's not lied.
I know. Yeah.
In situations where you need it to.
Maybe it'll make him a little cooler. So Max has the terrible idea of he stuffs parts of the couch into Tommy's crib. Mm-hmm. The fucking idiot.
So he's learned how to lie, but not how to be intelligent.
No, he's still so stupid.
That's still something he has to learn.
Well, yeah. He's got a lot of school left, you know. DJ says, "Oh, well, I guess I'll have to take Tommy to the orphanage," which is a place for children whose parents have died.
Oh.
So actually,
I didn't catch that. That's dark.
Yeah, he's not far.
Oh man.
It's kind of weird to joke about there, DJ.
Wow. Oof, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, the audience should have been like, "Oh."
Oh, too soon.
Well. Anyway, the dog barks and the audience laughs.
Yeah. Saves the day.
The audience laughed at a bark. Just want to make that clear. Okay, there's the rare, cheap puppy heat combined with cheap baby heat.
Oh, yes.
That was pretty good.
Back and forth. One shot of the baby, one shot of the dog, back and forth.
I was on my feet clapping. I didn't know who to clap harder for.
They're just great performances.
Danny Tanner in the house, bitch.
Danny is back.
He's here. He's in town for a Wake Up San Francisco reunion. Okay, that would be like 3 people who would have to reunite, one of whom is the presumably dead Vicky, who is Danny's former flame, who I guess is dead. I think is dead. She's been on the show.
They didn't mention her being at the reunion.
But the reunion would be 3 people. So and if Vicky's dead, it's just going to be him and Becky, which is just Wake Up USA.
Yeah, they're already doing another show somewhere else together.
So why do you even need a reason for Danny to be there? Just say he's visiting.
Well, they made a joke about Full House because don't
spoil it. It's later. It's so good too.
No, it's the same scene.
Oh, I don't remember. What was it?
Well, he says, well, we're going to do a reunion show. And then Kimmy's like, aren't reunion shows so...
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And then Danny's like, well, it's okay if they're icons.
Right.
And then everyone smiles.
I just wanted to make it clear that the reunion would be 2 people.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing as Wake Up USA. Okay.
So they're just moving locations back to where they were
And
for a
then
day.
they'll move back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Again, you don't need a reason. Kimmy says, yeah, isn't it kind of sad when they drag out the old cast for some lame reunion show? Yeah.
It is. You're,
Good call.
you can stop it there. You don't need a punchline.
On that. That is the punchline.
You're already there.
Danny says, not when the show is adored by millions and the cast are cultural icons. And then they smile dumbly at each other.
Yeah.
Like, Danny's smiling, and then Kimmy suddenly starts smiling. And I hate this show.
Yeah. And it's weird that the fourth wall breaks only happen when the cameos come in.
Yeah.
It's like when they're there, all they can talk about is Full House.
Is how self-aware they are.
Yeah.
How clever they are. So the kids, Max and Jackson, ask for gifts because they suck.
Yeah.
And ballin' ass Danny just hands out some cash.
Yeah. $5 each.
Why not?
Yeah.
You're Matt Lauer. You got strapped with cash, baby. And then so Danny's neuroses immediately kick in when he sees the couch.
Mm-hmm.
He says, all of our family memories are encrusted into it, which is a horrible word to use. For that.
Oh, man.
I feel like that was on purpose.
Yeah, I felt like they were going to make a joke after that, but they didn't.
Yeah, like everybody's had some good times on this couch.
Oh.
Kimmy starts talking about the couch like it's Fernando. Like she does this thing where she's like, oh, but maybe the couch is like still trying.
Yeah, maybe the past hasn't passed. Maybe it's the future, too.
It's so forced.
Ugh.
I'm starting to think this show's not so good, Craig.
Starting to regret this whole series we just made.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Well,
a bunch of kids who can't possibly be Max's friends are in his room.
that's so true.
Cheap puppy heat with the dog. What's the dog doing? I don't remember.
Ugh. I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
matter. The dog's there.
The dog's always doing something in that room.
So he's doing something kooky. Max accuses his friend's dad of being a boozer.
Oh, this scene is very strange.
Everyone laughs and nods. So I guess everyone knows.
It's true, yeah.
Again, making light of his issue.
Yeah.
The kid responds with, well, he's a really cool airline pilot. It's kind of a funny defense of it. What does that have to do with anything? He only says that so Max can say the next line, which he goes over to the framed photo of his dad and Jackson. His dad, first glimpse of his dad, actually, of the series. I don't think we've seen a picture of his dad or anything. So Max starts lying about stuff, and I'm already over this subplot.
It's very uncomfortable because his lies involved his dad still being alive.
Yeah.
Like, that's where it gets
I don't know
dark.
if necessarily being alive, but
Yeah,
just things
he's like-
that he would, like, give him when he was alive, like the fire truck rides and stuff.
Yeah. Well, part of the lie is I can go on the fire truck anytime I want.
Were you into fire trucks as a kid? Did fire trucks get you excited? Because these kids
Love
go
it.
nuts for
They
fire
love
trucks.
it.
I don't think I was ever too enthused about fire trucks, but good for them. I'm not trying to, hate on their game. It's just, I don't know.
It's San Francisco. It's
I was
their
into
lifestyle.
sports. So Danny's taking selfies on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
And
Second selfie joke so far.
Then he keeps talking about the couch, and Stephanie starts talking about how much ass she got on the couch, and then it turns out that she didn't because premarital sex is a sin. Classic Tanner method of sitting down and analyzing whether or not to date someone instead of listening to your human emotions that you might have.
Okay.
So this is about Danny and
DJ, right?
DJ.
Yeah. They make a pros cons list.
About whether or not she should date again.
Mm-hmm. And you got to think, Tommy is around 1 year old.
Yeah.
So that means she's been a widow for 1 year at most, if
Right.
not less than 1 year.
Right.
And everyone's urging her to date. Like, no one has been saying, it's been less than a year. You should probably not date if you're not comfortable.
I guess this DJ's just been so lame this entire series. She's been lame for 9 years. 9 years of TV now. So I think they just want her to just go out there and get some ass, DJ, for once. Anyway, so then Danny says, if it feels right, go for it. Stunning advice.
Yeah.
Great advice.
Unpredictable.
So, wow. Do you think we could have had a talk like that on a couch with new upholstery? And the audience erupts. Why was this funny?
Yeah. First off, he ruined the moment by bringing back the couch. Like, he was just using this to talk about the couch.
Well, that's Danny's role in this episode. He needs to be, because the couch, I don't know.
All of a sudden has special meaning to him.
Yeah, because it's been there a long time.
Yeah.
Max whines about his shitty lying to Jackson. Jackson promises Max that he'll get him a fire truck. This is so stupid.
Yeah.
Danny, Max, and Jax go to the fire station. Jackson asks if Max is ready. Why do they name these characters Jackson and Max? It's so hard to say. Jackson asks if Max is ready. Wow. Max says, this face was born ready. Yeah. For a big punch.
Oh. Nice.
In the face. Some guy asks, he's an African-American character.
Oh,
and he has a speaking line.
Yes.
So I think Full House did it. I think that's the 6th character.
Really?
Yeah. It's 5th or 6th.
The Jamaican
woman,
receptionist at the vet.
There are others. I
Macy Gray.
Forget. Macy Gray.
Does she not count?
But this is the 5th or 6th. I've been keeping track.
Okay.
He says, hey, aren't you Tommy Fuller's kids? Sorry about your dad.
Oh.
Just to instantly bum everybody out.
Right off the bat.
Say, you're checking out the fire truck? Sorry about your dead dad, by the way.
Recently dead dad.
There's a new chief at the fire station.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Not that cool, fun one.
He looks surly. And he says, these trucks aren't toys. And he's got a point. Because they're not. And he's doing his job well. And then he asks if something is wrong with Max. Which that's pretty rad moment.
Yeah, finally someone asked.
And Danny says he hosted Wake Up San Francisco for 28 years. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's just surprised. That's just, time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Turns out the chief got bumped from a Wake Up San Francisco segment. And then he totally pwns Danny. The punk-ass bitch. I forget what he says, though.
Justice. He pwned him.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down. So DJ and Son of Ponytail's sparkless romance continues. No chemistry at all there.
No.
But they're really pushing it. Son of Ponytail gives an awkward compliment, and then he immediately doesn't go over well, so he immediately starts talking about his divorce.
Oh.
Everybody's go-to is just to bum each other out.
Yeah.
There's a Y2K reference.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Last time she dated was 1999.
I was too worried about that Y2K thing to enjoy it.
Wow.
A Y2K reference.
Yeah.
So DJ and Son of Ponytail start making out. Mm-hmm. She says her catchphrase. Do you know her catchphrase, by the way?
DJ's catchphrase?
DJ's catchphrase.
Oh, my Lanta?
Oh, my Lanta.
Which, someone else, that's not original, right?
Oh, my Lanta?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a stomach reliever? My Lanta?
Is it?
I think so.
Okay. It's not original, I know that.
No, I think
but it's her thing.
It's a brand name. She said it in the original Full House.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, never mind.
So they're really trying to push this.
Yeah. Bringing it back.
Gotta get those t-shirts out that say, oh, my Lanta. And then, I guess Fernando's a race car driver. Because Ramona was driving around the racetrack. And he says, oh, I am a race car driver.
There you go. That's all the exposition you need.
There's a Tokyo Drift reference. Mm-hmm. Kimmy's mad at Fernando for letting Ramona drive the race car.
Because of course.
And then Kimmy and Fernando start making out. Yep. Stephanie has weed brownies. Because DJ comes in smiling. And then Kimmy comes in smiling. And then Stephanie says, oh, you guys are smiling a lot. You didn't find my brownies, did you?
Mm-hmm. And you got to think she spends all her time with the kids. That means she's doing that alone, in the basement.
Right.
Yeah.
DJ and Kimmy talk about making out, and then Stephanie goes out to get laid.
Mm-hmm. I got to get that happy face.
Yeah, she's like, I need to get that happy face. Right, so then go upstairs. Danny is playing poker. Is it poker?
Yeah, of course, because what he says next.
Sure. Then with Jackson and the other one.
Max? Yeah.
And Danny says, tens and queens. Full house.
Yes.
And
Massive
the audience
applause.
goes, ah! And they clap. And then Jackson says, kings and aces.
Fuller house.
Clap,
Yes.
clap, 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 clap.
You
clap,
got to
clap.
applaud that. That's what we're watching. That's
I watched this whole episode on my feet.
That's
so
why we're watching.
I was standing the entire time. Right in front of the screen. So there's a couple things about they start talking about the dad.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of things about this scene. Jackson says, what's her name? DJ says that Jackson has his dad's mop of hair, but Jackson's hair is nice. So that's kind of a plot hole for me, I think.
Also, Jackson and Max have the same exact hair.
Yeah.
It's the same exact style.
Same exact hair.
It's like very,
it's
taken care of. Yeah.
It's a polite boy haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Then they say they're going to have a dad day with his...
Sounds terrible.
Sounds like a lot of crying.
A lot of just sadness.
And then they say they're going to have his favorite dinner, which was... Do you remember what it was?
It was pancakes
and milkshakes. So apparently this man was...
If he wasn't going to die of, fighting fires, it was going to be a heart attack.
That was his they clarified that it was his favorite dinner. Not even
dessert.
Just meal in general. It was pancakes and milkshakes.
Oof.
Right. Which is also Max's favorite dinner, apparently. That's what he says. The audience applauds the couch.
Oh, yeah, it got fixed. It got reupholstered.
It's the same. Everything works out. So they could have done a thing where they're like, oh, we had some good times with that couch, but maybe it's time to move on and make new memories with a new couch. A little bit
of a metaphor in the same way Fernando is a metaphor.
Right, but instead
they could have built on that.
But instead, no, everything works out. The couch is the same.
Yeah.
Danny's happy. All he did was whine the entire episode.
And then he got what he wanted, which...
That's the actual moral of Full House, is if you whine hard enough and long enough, you will get what you want.
So you got Danny on the couch.
Yeah.
And then a few scenes later, you're going to get the same exact scenario.
Right. So Stephanie gets Danny a sofa blazer, which was made from the old couch.
Yeah. Looks terrible.
Then they do a blending into the couch joke where Jackson walks in and he says, oh, where's Grandpa? And Bob Saget makes a what?
He looks disgusted. Like, I'm right here.
Does this kid have a brain? Is he stupid or blind? So then the fire truck, they get the fire truck.
Mm-hmm. So just as Danny got his couch.
I honestly think that is the moral of this episode.
Yeah, Max lied.
Just make a big stink.
And then he got exactly what he lied about. So how is that going to teach him anything?
So how did the chief get the fire truck for them? What did he do?
Well, as you know, back in the 90s, he was the singing fireman.
Yeah.
And apparently he still is.
Yep.
So he got a spot on the reunion show, which is huge. Mm-hmm. They've been planning this for who knows how long.
Since Vicky's death, probably.
Oh.
And so he sings Danny Boy.
Mm-hmm. And then Danny is a jerk and is like, it's okay, we're just going to cut this later.
Yeah, which he says to the camera.
Yeah.
Which is recording.
So he could have waited.
The kids go nuts for this fire truck again. I don't get it.
No.
Then there's another actually African-American character. He's is a child, and he climbs on board and he says, this is a trip.
Oh.
So,
there you go.
So I don't even want to count that.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Climbs on board and says, this is a trip. Come on. Like, come on. Come on. Max shouts, I'm the king of the world. Mm-hmm. Referencing a movie he's probably never seen.
Yeah.
Kids go for a ride in the fire truck, and I'm sure elsewhere in San Francisco, several houses are burning down.
Maybe.
And boy, this is another good episode of Fuller House.
Mm-hmm. My favorite part is how the moral is completely absent.
Yeah, no, it's there. It's just bad.
Well, the moral is if you lie about something, you're going to get exactly what you lied about.
In the end.
Yeah,
right?
You're going to get that. Someone's going to give that to you.
If you want something, you either have to lie for it or whine and moan until you annoy somebody to the point where they make it happen for you.
And then it'll just magically happen.
I swear to God, that's the moral for this episode. Who is the MVP of this episode? Danny, just for coming back, I guess. Anytime an old character
Any
comes back,
cameo
it's like,
is the MVP.
Thank God.
I cheered. I legitimately cheered.
I'm sure you did. You've been really bummed out about the
Yeah.
characters being gone, and I don't blame you because these people suck.
It was a breath of fresh air when he walked in.
But then he immediately started annoying me.
Yeah.
Well, that was episode 8. Tune in for episode 9. I think Craig really likes this episode coming up. So,
I'll talk about it.
But thanks for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
If every word I said could make you laugh, I'd talk forever to carry you. I asked the skies what we had. Ooh, it showed.